What's up, y'all? What's going on? Hey, how you doing? I am logging in, doing all the cool things. Oh, yeah. All right. Jamming for a couple of moments here. All right, let me get myself situated. And get locked in. And then we will go to show. Then we will go to show. Then we will go to show. All right, one more thing for me to check and get myself rocking. One more thing. All right. Yes, yeah. All right, so I am locked in for this afternoon. And I'm locked in with a question. Let me see if I can pull up this question. So the whole idea for this week is I'm doing something that I'm calling the I'm doing something called the influential inbox. And simply what I'm doing is answering questions from my inbox here. Let me pull this down. Answering some questions from my inbox. So if you're joining me live, all I'm doing is answering one question per day, and then I'll be populating that stuff onto my YouTube channel just a little bit later on. So let me find this question, see if I can put it on the screen. Yes. All right. So here's the question that I'll be rocking and rolling with right now. The question is, I know I need to do video, but I feel like I have so many other things to take care of. Also, I'm not sure if it'll make me money. Yeah. Am I off with this? Well, so we're going to answer that question, and we're going to rock with that in just a few moments. But I want to set the table here for why that question is even being asked. I want to set the table for why that question is even being asked. Well, first of all, welcome to those of you that are watching. Do me a favor, just go ahead and type your name in the chat, or let me know where you're logging in from. Or you can just say, you can tell me your favorite dad joke. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'll tell you my favorite dad joke really quickly. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. All right. So here it is. My daughter keeps complaining to me that her room is cold. So I tell her, go stand in the corner, because it's always 90 degrees there. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right. Yeah. You know, that deserved an air horn. Yes, that's exactly what that deserved. All right. All right. Hey, y'all. So let's jump in and let's start answering this question here from one of my audience members, some people on our email list. Do me a favor. If you have a question and you want me to answer it, especially this week, I'll be doing, again, this show called The Influential Inbox, and I'll answer any of your questions that you want me to answer with regard to communication, connection, storytelling, video. All right. So you can text your questions to 240-557-8679. And you'll see the number coming across the bottom of the screen here in just a moment. You can text your questions to 240-557-8679, and we'll grab them there. All right. So this question, I need to do video, but I feel like I've got so many other things to take care of. Also, I'm not sure if it'll make me money. Am I off with this? So here's the deal. I know that this is a challenging belief for a lot of people. I know that this is a challenging thought process. I know it's a challenging belief for a lot of people, right? Oops, wrong thing, wrong buttons. Because you're doing your day-to-day business, and it already feels like you're doing a whole lot of stuff, right? I got the wrong button here, so hold on one second. Y'all are not talking to me. Go ahead and put something in the chat really quickly. I have something to edit, and then I will jump back in with you here. All right, cool. All right, so you've got a lot of stuff that's happening. Your day is jam-packed already. You're doing a lot of stuff in your day. You're going about all of your activities, and when somebody says, hey, you've got to do video, when Robert says, hey, you got to do video, it feels like another thing that you have to add to your list of things to do. Right? It feels like another item that you've got to add into your cachet or your list. Right? I'm trying to find another word, but list is what's coming to mind. And you feel like, how do I even fit this in? And is it something that is going to take a lot of expense? Is it something that is going to take a lot of time? Is it going to take a lot of money? Man, especially now when you've got AI, you've got all of these different technologies that are around. And so you're like, geez, how do I even add this additional thing, right? You've got a business to run. You've got clients to serve. Maybe you've got a family to feed. And now everybody's like, can you be a video creator too? Right? Can you add stuff to your screen? And then you come on screen and you see crazy people like Robert doing stuff on screen and just adding silly stuff to screen, adding confetti and all sorts of crazy stuff. And you're like, oh my gosh, that feels like a lot of stuff to do. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to reframe this a little bit for you. So the real issue isn't time. The real issue isn't technology. The real issue is priority. The real issue is priority. See, video isn't extra work. It's strategic visibility. It's strategic visibility. One of the reasons that I go live at least one time a week is because of something that people say to me all the time. Nardia Eichner, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. People see me in person. Sometimes they know me. Sometimes they know me just from seeing me online. Sometimes they met me at a conference or something of that nature. And they're like, oh my gosh, I see you all the time. You're all over the place. I see your videos on LinkedIn. Oh my gosh, I see your YouTube stuff. I see. And here's what happens. More often than not, I'm not doing a whole lot of video stuff. I'm not recording every day. I'm not doing a lot of separate things. What happens is that typically I do one, maybe two long form videos, and then I'm breaking them up and placing them in different platforms strategically throughout the week. Or I'm sending it to people who I want to see it strategically. Right? So when you have a business, or I'll speak to somebody that is watching right now, specifically Nardia. And I'm calling Nardia's name because Nardia inboxed me and was asking some questions about speaking. Here's the thing. If you want to be a speaker, if being a speaker is something that you want to do, being on video is crucial. It's essential. It's not just recommended, it's required. Here's why it's required. Because most of the places that you'll want to speak at will want to see video of you speaking. They'll not only want to see you on video speaking in front of an audience, they want to see you speaking to see how you engage and how you interact and how you come across, even when you don't have live people, live bodies in front of you, because they want to know that, oh my gosh, is this person just naturally engaging, or are they going to bore my audience to tears? They want to know that. They want to know it, right? And so video, again, is not busy work. It's not extra work. It is a part of your business process that is strategic. If you think about elements of your business that you see as necessary, you think about networking. Yeah, you got to get in front of people. Yeah, you think about sales. You got to connect with people to sell a product. You think about follow-ups, right? Video is something that you do, and it is a part of your system of network of revenue generating activities. Right? There's no one thing that you do in business. There's no one thing that you do in business that creates all the sales. Right? There is a new theory, or there is some new research that talks about 1174. 1174. It means that these days your audience needs to have at least 11 touch points with you for an average of about 7 hours on 4 platforms before they'll move to action. Here's why. Because they've got so much stuff coming at them. They are overwhelmed. They have all sorts of information to parse through. And so you got to get at them multiple times. I want you to think about back in the day when you had, you sat down in front of a TV and you saw a commercial. I don't know what commercial I can think about, but if I think about like back in the 80s, there was this commercial. I'd like to see the world sing a perfect harmony, whatever. You know, I like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Right. So this commercial came on and on and on and over and over and over. And as these commercials were coming on, people were like, oh my gosh, I got to get a Coca-Cola. That's nice. That's cute. Think about the toy commercials, right? These toy commercials would come on TV over and over and over. And guess what they were? Guess what these commercials were targeted for or geared to do? They would repeat these commercials over and over so that little kids would then drive their parents crazy to buy them stuff, right? There was a watch, and this was back in the 80s. There was a watch. This was when digital watches were first coming out, right? Not analog, but the digital. And there was this one watch that was you could take the watch off and transform it into a robot, but it was also a watch. And it was like something Armatron. I don't remember the whole commercial, but I remember it, right? And we were driving our parents nuts. We wanted to get an Armatron watch. And you would see this stuff over and over and over again. And so think about that. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the mindset was, hey, in order to get people to buy, we want to get in front of them as much as possible in a space that they're consuming, TV. So we want to get on video, and you put a commercial on one time, people probably aren't going to buy. But if you say that commercial over and over again, or if you share that commercial over and over, or different commercials that are talking to that same topic over and over again, they're eventually going to move to a space of desire and purchase. I don't know where you are in the country, but if I sing this song, you're probably going to be able to finish it. 800-588-2300. Yeah, you're sitting in your seat saying Empire right now, right? Because that is a commercial, that is a video that's been played over and over and over again. So Think about this. You have a business. You got a business. And your business, you say that it's word of mouth. Or you start the business and you wonder why people haven't bought stuff yet. Well, they haven't bought stuff yet, not because they don't need it, not because they don't want it, but because there hasn't been enough repetition, and they may not be at that point of desperation yet where they need to make a transformation. So your job then as a business owner, your job as a real estate professional, your job as a potential speaker is to create the spaces or be on the platforms, be in the places where they will see you repeatedly. Right? So I get calls, I get inboxes quite regularly because people are saying, hey, I need to get better on video, or hey, I need to know more about speaking. I see you speaking. I see you speaking. I see you speaking all the time. I see you talking about speaking. I see you talking about storytelling and speaking. I see you talk about speaking and video. Why? Because I do it over and over and over and over again. Right? And so you're talking about this. So the question, I know I need to do video, but I feel like I have so many other things to take care of. What are those other things? What's the ROI they're getting, and how much are they moving people down that customer path for you? Here's the other question that I've got for you. As you do those other things, how much time are you spending, and how much effort is it costing you? Let me share with you. I want to share with you three things. Let me make sure I get the right screen here. But before I share those three things, I want to pause for just a second. I want to share with you three reasons or three keys for you to be able to, or three keys for leveraging video and making sure that it's a part of your money-making machine. Okay, so let's walk through that really quickly. But before we do that, I want to share with you, if you've not seen this yet, on August 3rd through 5th, that's this coming weekend, next week, we're doing what we call the Amplify Voice and Video, Amplify Your Voice with Video 3-day challenge. Okay, that's the Amplify Your Voice with Video 3-day challenge. I'm going to put this thing on screen so that you can see what we're talking about, so that I don't have to explain all of it for you. So if you go to amplifyvoiceandvideo.com, what you will see is this website, this dude that's there. He's talking a little bit. Go ahead and click on the volume button so you can hear what he's talking about. And then go through the page. And we're talking about a lot of business owners, real estate pros avoid video because they think they don't know what to say. They don't have time to figure out the tech. They don't sound polished enough. They're not sure what to do. Well, in this video challenge, what we're going to do is walk through a system to use short form or long form video to generate leads. We're going to be talking about how to show up consistently and authentically. We're going to show you how to create a quick plan to grow your visibility without needing to go viral or being a tech expert. All right. So 3 days. Day 1, find your voice. Day 2, confidence to camera, how to take your confidence, how to become confident, how to grab your confidence and then translate that to the screen. Day 3, what we call the video visibility engine, a weekly content plan to go from invisible to, hey, I see you all over the place, right? You want that in your space, and how to do that without driving yourself crazy. So that's what we're talking about. All right, bam. Let me get back to the thing. So I was promising you that I was going to share with you 3 elements, 3 keys, 3 reasons why you need to be able to utilize video as your thing, as one of the priorities, as one of the strategic elements in your business. So here it is. So let's start here. Number 1, you want to think about visibility as currency. You want to think about visibility as currency. If no one sees you, if no one knows that you exist, if you have to chase people down, to let them know that you're around, then you're losing money. You're leaving money on the table. Visibility is currency. Okay. And here is why that is true as well. If you have a video and somebody sees your video and you have a call to action in that video, and somebody visits the link where you sent them based on that call to action and they make a purchase, and while that is happening, you're sleeping. This is one of the beauties of video. You can connect with people while you are sleeping. So that brings me to my next point. Which brings me to my next point. Point number one, visibility is currency. Point number two, video allows you to become omnipresent. And in this day and age, if you think about this, you've got so many different platforms. You got so many different platforms, right? You've got TikTok, you've got YouTube, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you got Threads, you've got Blue Sky, you got X, you've got Twitch, you've got what else do you have? You have Substack now, right? You have so many different places that you could be. You got LinkedIn. I didn't even say LinkedIn. You got so many different places that you could be, right? How do you show up effectively on all of those places or multiple of those places? Well, that's what video allows you to do. It allows you to be omnipresent. And here's one of the ways that I become omnipresent, not just by doing video, by live streaming to multiple platforms at the same time. So for example, now, and we went low today on our numbers, right? But now I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm on YouTube, on 3 different channels right now at the same time. Ooh, omnipresent, talking to people. Because everybody's got their own preference, or they've got different places that they want to show up. And I will bring people to one place eventually. But what I want to be able to do is show up in multiple places where they are, so that then I can direct them to another place. For example, a challenge. Yes. So if you have not yet signed up, make sure that you hit amplifyvoiceandvideo.com for the Amplify Your Voice with Video challenge. All right. So we've gone through our 2 points. Let's go to the third one. So the first 2, visibility is currency. Second one, become omnipresent. Here's a third one, and I love this one. Video allows you to become an on-demand expert. Okay. Some of you think you should be an in-demand expert. In-demand means that, yes, people want you and they want you to come and they want you to show up at a specific place at a specific time in a specific location. But you want to be an on-demand expert. What does that mean? It means that they can see you on replay. It means that they can look you up on YouTube. It means that they can look up your content. It means that they can look up you on the rewind. It means that they can see you on Reels, that they can go to your YouTube channel and see shorts and see information. What if they have a question? Okay, so if you think about your gift or your talent or your ability or the passion that you have for a specific area or a specific discipline, if they've got a challenge or a problem or a question in that area, can they go to your website? Can they go to your channel? Can they go to some space and hear you spit knowledge, hear you talk about that specific thing? You want to be hired as a speaker? Yeah, share video content about the topic in which you're versed. Yeah. Robert, what do I need to do in order to get hired as a speaker? Well, yeah, one of the first things that I want you to do is I want you to start creating video content. About what? Well, one of the first things that you can create video content about is about a question that somebody may have asked. If there is a specific item that you are passionate about, if you are passionate about I'm trying to come up with topics. If you're passionate about mental health And people ask you all the time about mental health. If you are passionate about women's challenges, and people ask you all the time about women and leadership, if you are passionate about parenting, or if you're passionate about education or technology or AI, and people ask you about that all the time, can you create a video that responds to that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can that video answer questions for you when you're not around? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Right? So this is what we're talking about here. I know I need to do video, but I got so many other things to take care of. Also, I'm not sure if it will make me money. Well, here's the thing that we think and we try to do often. We think that we want to do one action and it brings us to the sale. Can video be that one action that brings you to the sale? Yes, it can. But in the majority of cases, it's a strategic part of your cycle. It's a strategic element in your sales activities or your revenue generating activities. I'll tell you how video brought me revenue specifically. I do videos all the time, and I was applying to speak at a conference. And I was asked to apply to speak for 2 sessions. I did one and they said, yes, this is great. The second one, they said, hey, we've got a lot of that type or that topic at this conference, so we don't want you to speak about that. But I was on your LinkedIn profile and I saw you do a video about this thing, this topic, last year. That would be a good topic for our audience. You think you could put something together based on that video or that topic that you did? I said, yeah, I think I could. I might be able to put something together. Guess what came along with that request? A paycheck, y'all. Yeah. Right? So I'm not saying to you, hey, if you put one video out, immediately somebody's going to call you and say, hey, you know what? You looked pretty good on video and I want to have you come speak to our audience. That's not how the world works. However, when people see you, 1174, when people see you consistently over time, serving, sharing information, speaking about a topic that they can identify with you, and a topic that they are challenged by, that they're looking for a solution for, this is what causes you to stand out. This is what causes you to stand out, right? And here's the other thing that I'll point out. This wasn't in my list. This wasn't in my list of stuff, but here's the thing. A lot of people, there are a lot of experts out there that can speak about the same thing. Let's say that your topic is, and I'm going to use generic topic right now, your topic is leadership. There are a lot of people out there that speak about leadership. So how do you differentiate yourself from those other people who speak about leadership? Well, there are several things that you can do. Number one, you can niche down and fine tune your leadership topic so much so that you're the only one, or you're one of a very small group of people that speak about leadership in that way. The other thing that you can do is show them how you speak about leadership, because here's what happens. They will see how you break it down, or how you talk about it, how you structure your talk, and does what you say resonate with them as they watch your video? What are they looking for there? They're not necessarily looking just for the content, but they're looking for your vibe. They're looking for your energy. They're looking for how you come across, how you connect with them, even on screen, even on camera. I don't know if you've heard this before. It says your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you have a low vibration, a low energy, right? There's some people that works for. There are speakers that I know, there are business owners that I know that they're super high energy, and it doesn't work for every single audience. It doesn't work for every single group. And that's not a personal thing. That is not that you're bad. That it just doesn't work for that particular group. And then there are people that are calm and serene and mindful, and that doesn't work for some groups, because some groups are like, oh my gosh, I want my people to wake up. I want to motivate them. I want to light them on fire. I want them to be inspired. So I need somebody who can bring it. So you got to be able to show who you are authentically, even before you are in front of your audience, or even before you're in front of your decision maker. And that decision maker may be a decision maker that's bringing you in to speak, but that decision maker may be a customer who your product or service can help. Right? And so you want to make sure that you are regularly looking for ways to serve your end customer or your audience. You want to learn to answer questions that they are verbally or maybe even mentally asking. You want to know what they're searching online. You want to know what questions they are looking for answers to, and then you can give answers to those questions or problems. Right? And so we're going to be walking through some of that stuff even deeper in the Amplify Your Voice with Video challenge. So if you want to get connected to the challenge, if you want to be a part of the challenge and walk through some of this with us, then I want you to go to amplifyvoiceandvideo.com. Do me a favor. Don't do this thing by yourself. Do it with one of your people, one of your buddies, one of your friends. Friends do challenges with friends. Right? Make sure that you are the more that you want to go far. Actually, let me say it this way. The African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. Do it with a friend. Do it with a friend. All right. So that's what we got for today. I'm a little bit over time. I was supposed to do just 30 minutes or so, but I got hyped. I got excited. So do me a favor. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and put it in a chat for me so I can capture a few of them, and we'll answer some of them this week. Let me open up my list and show you or go through some of the other questions that we've got that are coming up. So we've got, let me see if I can find them. I don't know if I can find them. Yeah, I can't find them to put them on screen. But, and either way, so and I'll just say them verbally. Here's a question that somebody's asking. How do I find ideas that resonate and move my audience into relationship with me? Great question. We're going to be answering that tomorrow. Okay. Here's another one. I've prepared a proposal and I've sent it to my prospect and then they ghost me. Isn't that rude? How can I avoid this? Love it. All right. Here's another one. How can I create a repeatable, simple system that helps me consistently show up on social media with high quality, engaging video content without overthinking, wasting time, or burn out? Yes. So that is what we're going to be walking through. If you've not yet signed up for the challenge, make sure that you head on over to amplifyvoiceandvideo.com and sign up for the challenge. Make sure that you lock that in. And as I mentioned, get it done with a friend. All right. Cool beans. Well, listen, y'all, I'm about to jump out of here. I'm about to jump off of here. But guess what? Your story is your stage, right? Your story is the solution to somebody's problem. The stuff that's inside of you, your expertise, your experience, everything that you've marched through, everything that you've navigated, you didn't navigate that or walk through it or encounter it for no reason. You encountered it because somebody else is on the journey behind you, encountering the same thing or something similar, and you're their Sherpa, you're their guide. You are their map, their way to make it through to success. So come on, let's get on video. Let's get our voice out there, y'all. Let's amplify it. I'll see you in the challenge. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow night for the second helping of the influential inbox. Peace. Get registered, y'all. Come on, get registered, y'all. Amplify voice and video.com. Register now.